Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Summer in Mara. This game was developed and published by Chibeg Studio and releases on January 1st, 2021. We don't quite have a price yet for this game, but let's go ahead and dive in and talk about it. So what is Summer in Mara? Summer in Mara is a game where you play as this young girl who goes on tons and tons of little quests while also trying to find your own way to survive and navigate around the world. What you see right now in the review in this review is we're looking at one of the first towns you'll gain access to. You'll be able to deal with trading, questing, all kinds of things in this game. I know I'm kind of running around, but part of what the game also is building and managing resources to complete your quests and travel between different islands as you go to really be able to accomplish those quests and goals. So you have this town of Qualis that you travel to starting into the game that you'll do almost all your wheeling and dealing, additional missions, kind of everything else. But then you also have this home island, which you're going to see load up here in just a second. Now, this is where you kind of build your home base. You farm, you craft, you build, you explore a little bit. It's kind of your own little island that you'll develop and change things completely at your own discretion and really the way you want to do it. In my playthrough, I've been doing a lot of farming resources, fishing, growing trees, really any and everything I can to try to, frankly, make a quick buck. One thing that's really cool is there's tons of these little like fishing pods that I actually enjoy doing, and exploring and going fishing around the island as well as other islands that you visit. Little tip and advice if you do pick this game up, always check the beaches. You can find seashells, and seashells are an easy way to sell stuff back in the main town to make some money. So the main principle of the game is it's really simple to pick up and play. It does have a little bit of a learning curve where I feel that the game kind of takes a while to teach you how to play it and doesn't explain many things very well. So you'll have the map you'll later unlock in the game, but really focus on this quest menu section. This is where you're going to get to know what your next takes are in the quest that you're trying to complete, as well as your progression with those characters. It's a little hard to see, but underneath each one of the images is kind of a quest bar, and then like the main text will let you know the specifics for what you need to continue to do for those different characters' quests. When you're on main islands, you can view maps. You have your catalog of items that you can craft at the various areas. You'll need to go to your house or kitchen to do that, as well as like items that are in your backpack that you're carrying, and you can kind of change and decorate your character. I'm pretty lame when it comes to decorating characters. I kind of just keep myself fairly simple, don't change too much. As far as crafting, it is pretty intuitive, but it's really simple at the same time. There's tons of different things you can craft and collect and pick up along your journey. You can also craft food items, beverages, things like that to help give your character stamina, as well as you have a health bar at the top left of the corner. I don't really think you can die, but it's kind of your energy level. If you tire out, you'll need to go home and sleep, or pay 40 gold, I believe it is in town, to sleep at one of the, I guess, pseudo hotels. And then it's pretty much just rinse and repeat doing your quests, but the game actually doesn't really seem too boring. In my take in playing, like I've actually really enjoyed it. I come into the game, play for, an hour, two, and then I go play something else, and then I keep finding my way back into the game. I don't seem to get bored at all. It's just one of those, it's a nice pick up and play casual game. It's real easy to take a break too and not feel like you're too lost trying to find your way back into the game, which is something I really enjoy, especially for this game, because this is not going to be a quick completion by any means. There are tons of quests, tons of things the game wants you to do, and you also have to wait for certain things. When you plant crops, you need to wait for them to actually grow and harvest. Yeah, you can speed things along by just sleeping over and over, but it still takes time to do those things. It takes time to find the different resources in the island. It takes time to really do just everything in general. But it's time that's actually really fun in a weird way. You'll do all kinds of things from interacting and talking to just regular folks in the town to really trading and conversing with them. You can buy items, you can sell items. It's a really neat, intricate market system that's really nice, as well as you can, I love just the freedom to do whatever you want. I can look at ledgers that are sitting on crabs' backs, or I can walk around here and just pick up trash. There's achievements for picking up enough trash in the game, and it's, really kind of neat to see just everything really evolve in the game, as well as the different, options for quests that you have. I do like this little guy here doing all the quests for Bram. They're kind of fun as you interact with him. He's kind of a chaotic little kid who's trying to just impress his uncle. But, overall, I think this game is actually really fun. I've really enjoyed my time with Summer of Mara, and I plan to enjoy many more, hours playing this game and really just doing, everything I can, exploring, experiencing. Sometimes I'm just running around dropping trash in a recycle bin, or I'm just exploring islands and seeing who I can talk to. It's really just, there's so much to do in such a small package. It's kind of hard to give the game, a perfect rating at this current moment because I don't know how much the game is going to cost at this time. I like to gauge my ratings on kind of the price of the game because I think that's a very relevant thing to do. As far as my opinion on the game overall, I think this is a great game. It's a ton of fun. I love just the questing aspect. I love exploring. I love the free reign that I can do. I love being able to do whatever I want, but when I want to focus on those actual specific quests in game, diving right into them. Nothing is too hard. It's just figuring out a lot of things. Taking time and having patience are some of the biggest key things, or just walking around and picking up apples and doing whatever you want. The game does everything really well. I can't really find too many faults, which is ultimately why I'm going to give this game a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really, really good game. The only thing I think that could make it any better is if maybe I could play with a friend, or, you know, maybe there was a little more spontaneous stuff happening in the game. It's fairly simple, and sometimes a couple of the quests can be a little frustrating as you try to really find what to do next in the game, as sometimes it can take a little bit of time figuring out the right paths and finding out the right ways to go and, really what you need to do next. The game will sometimes send you on quests that say, go find this item, but we're not going to tell you how to find it or where to find it or what to do. So that can get a little challenging. So from the user-friendly introductory stage of that, I'm gonna, I'm knocking it down a little bit, but it's still an amazing game. I mean, after all, this is just one of the islands you can get onto, and look how big this island is. It takes literally minutes to travel around. It's not just 10 seconds to cross one side or the other. And that's why I think Summer of Mara is a great game, and if you guys do want to pick the game up, I highly recommend it. I'll have a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, thumbs up this video if you like it, and if you guys want to see more gameplay from Summer of Mara, let us know down in the comments if you haven't already joined our Discord, and we'll catch you guys next time. I hope you have a wonderful day.